Hi, I'm Mike Glenn, Senior Pastor of Brentwood Baptist Church, and I'm glad I have this few minutes with you. You honor me by sharing this time together. Listen, it would help us if you hit subscribe or like. That lets us know that we're kind of talking about things that are important to you, and of course, that's important to us. One of the interesting things about the way our culture is going now is that nobody has any time off. See, I'm old enough to remember when computers were introduced and we were told that computers were going to be time-saving machines. What they turned out to be is time-evaporating machines, in that you can't tell the difference between you're at home or when you're at work. You're always connected, you're always wired. And now we have people who are literally working 24 hours a day. And it's not good for you, it's not good for your family, it's not good for your employer, because nobody is good 24 hours a day. So, let me give you some things to think about. Nobody has more energy than God, but God took Sabbath. God modeled for you and me a time to sit down and not work. When the Hebrew children were brought out of Egypt, God gave them the gift of Sabbath. It was a reminder that they used to be slaves and somebody else told them when to get up and when to go to work and when to go home. Now they are free men and women under the lordship of the Father, under the love of the Father, and now there's one day a week when they will sit down and nobody will tell them to get up and work. So you need to take a Sabbath. One day when you unplug, when you disconnect, and you remember who you are, and you remember why you do what you do, and you remember who it is that you love more than anybody. That would include worship, and that would include time with your family. Second, everybody needs 8 hours of sleep. Now, I know you're telling me, Mike, I have done some experimenting. I do 4 hours, I do 6 hours. Nope. Everybody now needs at least 8 hours of sleep. We've done enough studies. You do know that sleep deprivation is a form of torture. So when you're driving yourself to do more because you're not sleeping enough, you're literally breaking down your body, mentally, physically, psychologically, spiritually. All of those things are going to crumble, and it will catch up with you sooner or later. Lastly, remember, you're not God. One of the most important things that happens on Sabbath is you remember that the world goes on without you. Yes, no one loves the work I do more than I do. I mean, I love being pastor of Brentwood Baptist Church. I love what I get to do. I love the people I get to work with. I love the people that I get to minister to. I really do. Nobody has more fun than I do. But if you want to do good for them and for you, then rest has to be part of your life. Not only rest as in sleep, but rest as you disconnect from work, to bring a different perspective and a different energy. In fact, one of the things that Jesus modeled for us was that he stepped away from the ministry. If you read the story of Jesus, there are several times where he would go out into the wilderness and the disciples wouldn't know where he was. The crowd would be gathering and nobody could find Jesus. Jesus wasn't available 24 hours a day either. So maybe that would be a good lesson for you and me to learn. That yes, there's times to work and times to work hard, and there's a time to not work. There's a time to step away, to have a Sabbath and remember that you're not God, and that everything doesn't depend on you, and that the sun will come up in the morning without your permission, and it will set in the evening and never explain anything to you. So enjoy your life. Work and work hard. Do meaningful work. That's part of God's good gift to you. But remember, you're not him. Everything doesn't depend on you. Just your little part. Do that and do that well. And I'll see you next time. I'm Mike Glenn, Senior Pastor of Brentwood Baptist Church. Hit like or subscribe on your way out. We'll see you next time.